We got the president signing that bill to fund the government, ending what is now the longest shutdown in U.S. history. Emily Wilkins joins us in Washington with the latest. Good morning.
Hey, Andrew. Well, yeah, after 43 days, the government shutdown is now over, longest in history. So that vote last night, you saw all but 2 House Republicans voting to reopen the government. You saw 6 Democrats that crossed the aisle to join them. And then, of course, as you're seeing there, Donald Trump signing that bill last night. And the government's already telling furloughed employees to come back to work today. All of them will be getting the paychecks that they have missed in back pay over the next few days. Now, some of this will depend on how quickly agencies can process the pay. I've heard for some workers who are going to be paid maybe by Friday. Some might not be paid until early next week when the funds hit their bank accounts. We're also waiting to see exactly what the plan is for federal data, because while things like the September jobs report, that was ready to go before the shutdown. But as Becky just mentioned, no one was really collecting the data for the October reports, although, of course, some could be collected retroactively. We're keeping an eye on what BLS's plans are there now that they've reopened. And on Capitol Hill, the race is now on for lawmakers to see if they can extend those Affordable Care Act premium tax credits before they expire at the end of the year. But many Republicans who I spoke with yesterday, including Speaker Mike Johnson, want to see wider health care reforms.
Am I going to guarantee a vote on ACA unreformed COVID-era subsidies that is just a boondoggle to insurance companies and robs the taxpayer? We got a lot of work to do on that. The Republicans would demand a lot of reforms before anything like that was ever possible, and we have to go through that deliberative process.
After voting last night, lawmakers again left town. They'll be in next week to start catching up on everything they missed in the last 50-some days. And that includes seeing if they can work out those longer-term updated fundings for the many parts of the government that are still under that stopgap funding. And we'll see if they're able to do that and avoid another potential shutdown on January 30th. Guys?
Emily, they left town again after they voted? They weren't in session for more than 50 days.
Yep. They're coming back on Monday. You know, that is a really great question. I think for a lot of them, they weren't exactly sure when they were coming back. And I think it's just for a lot of them, they necessarily weren't expecting it and weren't planning on it. But I think, Becky, there is really a big question because you saw the Senate in this entire time. You saw them move forward with major defense bills. You saw them make progress on crypto. You saw them move a lot of nominations and some legislation. And I think there's a huge question of like, all right, what are all the things that the House planned to do? And some of the members who were back yesterday, they were like, yeah, there are definitely things that we feel are now in the backlog that we're going to have to rush and push to get done. We'll be interested to see if they make some changes for their schedule for the rest of the year to try to get some of those bills in.